special birthday.
Yeah.
Without this birthday, I don't really know if any of us would be here right now. What do you think, Jared?
Wow, I
This
think
is
that's
pretty
a strong
special.
statement. Strong and true.
Exactly. This is Elena Cardone's birthday. What's up, Elena? I just wanted to say happy birthday to you and let you know, hey, you're the reason that I'm here in this place today. You were the one that always believed in me and encouraged me all the time. Hope you're enjoying your time out in Malibu and can't wait to see you when you get back. Have an amazing day.
Elena, thank you so much for everything you've done. I've known you for about 3.5 years now, and every time I get to see you in the office, I've been invited to your house, your kids, your husband. Man, everything about you absolutely has changed my life. I think the world of you. Happy birthday. I hope this is the best day of your life. Go get it.
Elena, just want you to know, we love you. We love you so much. You're so awesome. And happy birthday. Can't wait to see you again. And hope you have a great day.
Elena Cardone, Queen. Happy birthday. Hope you have the best birthday you've ever had. Be great.
Elena, thank you so much for everything that you do. You are a beautiful being and you're helping so many people. You inspire me and you inspire millions. So happy birthday. Thanks for doing everything that you do, and I'm happy to be a part of your team and Grant's team. Happy birthday.
Elena, wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. Wish that we were all together to celebrate in a very big way, but I'm sure we'll do that when you get back. Another year to your life, another year with you as my big sis, the sis I never had. Happy birthday, love you, and want the best for you today.
Elena, thank you for being you. There is no one more magical, and you bring a special feeling to our team. And even when you're not here, we feel you. We love you. Have a wonderful birthday. Is the king and the god of sales, then she is the first lady, the queen, the empress of sales. And that deserves an incredible happy birthday song from her Cardone crew. Are you guys ready? Are you up for this?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is for Elena.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Elena. Happy birthday to you.
That's special.
So Torrie's here. I am so excited. I can't wait to interview her today on Women in Power. She's a huge WWE star. Just met her. She's a great girl. I can't wait to hear what she says. Let's see. Hello.
Hi.
I'm so glad you're here.
Thanks for having me.
You're so awesome. Come on in. I'll show
this
you
is
around.
Isn't it so pretty? Oh my gosh, instant release.
Oh. I mean, this house is four stories, which is really cool. I found it online, and I was really
Airbnb?
No, like luxury retreats.
Oh,
And then I was like really worried that it wasn't going to look the way that it looks. Anyway, this is like the master suite. So you have this little room where we put Johnny, the camera guy, in here.
Oh, perfect.
But normally that's just the. But here's the suite. This is where we'll shoot. Hello and welcome to Women in Power. I'm Elena Cardone. Today I have with me Torrie Wilson. I am so glad you are here.
Thank you.
I met Torrie the other night at dinner through some friends, and when I found out that you are like a world acclaimed wrestler, WWE and Miss Galaxy, and you know, gorgeous fit model and actress. I was mesmerized nonetheless, and I definitely wanted to interview her today. Before we get started, I do want you to check out her website, TorrieWilsonFit.com. She's like, really, I mean, the more I research you, the more I'm fascinated by you. How does someone like yourself, like, how did you get into wrestling of all things? Like such a...
It's a very odd, weird choice. I fell into it. I moved to LA from Idaho to pursue acting. And my boyfriend at the time was a big wrestling fan. I made fun of him for watching wrestling. And we went to a show, got backstage, met some people backstage. And at the time I was doing a lot of fitness modeling. So they recognized me from a couple magazines. And someone just approached me about doing a little storyline. And I was like, I'm starving actress. I'll try it out.
Maybe this wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, and I just did a couple shows, and it snowballed so quick that it, you know, turned into something I actually really love doing. Being in front of a live crowd is really fun.
Yeah, I can imagine it's a lot like theater.
Yeah.
You know, you really feed off of the audience. Did you ever get hurt?
I did, lots. I mean, the only major thing I had was back surgery. I had a disc that was collapsed, and that's kind of why I retired from wrestling. But, you know, even at the time I had fake nails, and like, you know, you'd hit a fake nail off, or all the bruises. You know, I always tell people just a simple slap across the face. You want the people in the top rafters to hear it. So that's like really hard.
Wow.
It's like stunt work.
Right. Wow, I can't even imagine. Well, I read early on in your career of modeling that they said to you, I'm assuming it was an agent, maybe a manager said, you need to lose weight in order to pursue this. And that kind of spawned a whole kind of anorexia, bulimia thing with you for a number of years.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of women with fashion magazines and especially everybody doctors everything up. I mean, you go to my Instagram, you're going to see some Insta beauty shots there, I guarantee you.
100%. How can we not?
But some, you know, or a lot of women, I mean, myself included, I still look and go, oh, if only, you know?
I know.
How did you overcome that too?
You know what? I'm really proud of myself for overcoming that. It was really difficult. I tried to lose 10 pounds for the modeling agencies, and then all of a sudden I was anorexic, and then I was bulimic, and bulimia did not agree with me. To make myself throw up was just like
degrading.
It's so, yeah. And really what helped me get out of that was my passion for fitness, and I decided I wanted to compete in Miss Galaxy, and so then I had to eat every 3 hours and had like a set
Was
regimen.
that difficult to try to get yourself to eat in the beginning?
It really was. It was like a process.
Right.
But I admired the women's bodies that I saw and their strength. And
they're healthy.
Yeah, I just wanted to emulate that. And it took me a long time. I mean, it wasn't until probably I hit 30 that I started really feeling comfortable with my body. And now I look back on my younger years and think, if only I would have known.
I feel that way too. What would you tell a girl in her 20s who's suffering from body distortion or whatever you want to call it, or just not happy in their own skin? Because I know myself at 20, I mean, I had a whole facade going, but yeah, there was a lot of insecurities there. What would you say? How could you make a 20-year-old just be like,
oh my God, it's hard because I know that no matter what anyone said to me, it wouldn't matter.
It's like you have to go through that life experience.
Yeah.
Was there a particular incident that you recall where you were just like, I don't care, I'm comfortable? Or did it just kind of...
No, there was definitely over time, because even while I was with the WWE, I mean, like, shoot, I had to be in bikinis in front of live crowds, and like, I mean, it was, at times it was really difficult, and I can't say I was really confident then. It's just, you know.
You just had to deal with it.
And
probably every guy was looking at you like she's the most gorgeous creature on the planet, but you didn't
and
feel that way.
And inside you're like, why am I standing here in a bikini? Right.
Did it pay well?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, life with the WWE is pretty hard. It's like being in a male locker room.
Yeah.
And 300 days a year on the road.
What does being in a male locker room look like? Are they sexist? Are they making comments?
I mean, no, they were very respectful. But you know, you're like with the boys.
Yeah.
You know,
you
can't be a princess with the WWE.
No.
You gotta be one of the guys, which thankfully I am one of the guys, so
Yeah.
it works out.
Do you find that a lot of guys fall in love with you because you are one of the guys, but then you can be like you're tomboy by day, but then hot, sexy, gorgeous woman by night, and guys like love that? Do they fall in love with you a lot?
I don't really,
Are you married now?
I'm not married.
I'm
single. I was married.
Did you like being married?
I did while I was married until it turned sour.
Why? Why did it turn sour?
Because he was very insecure and,
Why?
cheated.
He was jealous?
He cheated, yeah.
And then he was jealous of you?
He was, yeah. I
Because
find
he
the most
cheated?
jealous guys are actually the cheaters.
Absolutely. They always are. That's what I find anyway. Yeah.
Telling on themselves.
Right.
It's crazy.
So that's why you broke up with him, because you found out he cheated?
Yeah.
More than once or
mean,
just once?
It was more than once, but there was a lot of other,
Yeah.
issues. It was really hard. Not the hardest time of my life, though.
Really?
Oddly enough.
I want to hear about the hardest time in your life.
Yeah, well, should I continue?
You know what? How about this? We're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we're going to hear about the hardest times of your life. I'm
Uh-oh.
always curious to hear about the hardest times in somebody's life and how you overcame that. Okay, so you're watching Women in Power. Torrie Wilson here. You are just so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And we'll be right back.
Have you ever thought about just getting away with the right people at the right time to get your mind right and your business right? Guess what we're doing? St. Barts, October, the best weather that you can find on that island, little exclusive island in the middle of the Caribbean. It is an amazing place to go to. My wife and I have been there. Hey guys, my wife and my kids have been there twice now. We're going back in October. We would love for you to come join us. 5 days, dinner every night with us. Very exclusive trip. We'll have lunch each day together. The rest of the day, we just build our life, build our business, build our futures, map it out. I want to do it with you. They'll be there.
Oh yeah.
We hope you're there.
We're gonna have a blast. Are y'all ready for St. Bart's, girls?
Yeah!
Woo! And we are back. You're watching Women in Power on mygctv.com. I so appreciate you being here. Today I am interviewing Torrie Wilson, who is unbelievably cool to share her time with us. Right before the break we were talking about the hardest time in your life, and that always intrigues me because I think a lot of people who finally arrive at someplace really cool have actually been through hard times.
Yeah.
And they've overcome something. Now, I'm not quite sure that's like a necessity. Like maybe some people can just like have a happy life and it's successful.
I don't know.
I don't want to say that's a
almost
prerequisite. I don't want to make someone feel like they have to dramatize a really hard life or something.
No, maybe some people don't need that.
Maybe some people don't. But I have personally had that too in my life. So what happened?
Well, I mean, divorce was really hard.
Uh-huh.
Especially because at the same time I was getting divorced, like he had a problem with drugs, and we
I've
had
been there.
businesses that
With
we
those,
lost
yes,
and
okay.
houses we lost, and it was very difficult. But then I moved from one relationship right into another one, and I moved to Texas and opened another business with everything I had, and it was probably the biggest mistake of my life. Because you don't leave a marriage and jump into another relationship and then make sure that you're stuck there by forming a business. So losing that business was actually
Why did you lose it?
bad. Another guy that ended up being addicted to prescription
Okay, so why
pills.
are you dating all these guys
I
that are
don't
drug
know.
addicts? Because
Well-
I did the same thing too until I made a very conscious decision and really looked at my life and what I was doing to really end that cycle.
Yes.
What is it? Why do women like
well-
us, who are so independent and so strong and so successful,
I think
hook
we
up
want
with
to take
guys
care
that-
of people.
You
And
think
this
so,
is
huh?
like the lesson of a lifetime that I've learned this year is you don't date people based on their potential. you date them based on what they're giving you, and you can't save everybody. Right.
And is that what you always thought? I'm going to help them and...
Yeah, I always felt sorry. And no matter how bad someone was treating me, I always felt sorry for them because I knew how strong I was. Like, they can't survive without me. And that's the biggest mistake.
And did they act like that? Was it like all passionate and like, I need you and you're...
Pretty, yeah.
So a little attention went into that.
Yeah.
Attention and passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thankfully, finally, at my ripe old age, realized that it's not. I think you just finally get to a point.
Yeah,
where
I think that's what happened too for me. I finally got to a point where I was like, you know what, I'm done. I've had it. I will never take care of a man again. I mean, that was at the last one. I was like, I'm done. I had taken care of 2 or whatever. I was never like a serial relationship chick though. I always thought guys held me back. And then I would get in a relationship with the guy that would prove me right. That would guys hold me back. So
that's where I'm at now. I think guys will hold me back. That's why I'm single.
But if you find the right one and you get really clear on it, you know what I did? And I'm not a girly girl, and I know you're not either. But one of my girlfriends was like, you need to write a list. I'm sure you've heard of it. Write a list of the perfect guy, and I'm worthy of that. But when I actually did that, I realized the guy that I wrote would never go out with a girl that I was being at that time. So I really worked on a lot of myself at that time. I was like, I have to come up to a level of like dignity.
Yeah.
A level of power, and then that's, shortly after Grant and I hooked up and then I really was able to have a true relationship, and he's the only guy that ever like cracked me open,
That's really
Has a guy ever like cracked you open, like the real you?
Well, yeah, but didn't bring me to the right light, right?
Right.
Like, I think I cracked open and they all saw the real me,
right.
But they didn't elevate.
Right.
And you gotta be with someone that elevates you.
Do you think you can find that?
I do.
Good.
Yeah, I'm like so picky now that it's gonna have to be someone pretty amazing.
So would you say does not do drugs is on the list?
Oh, that's like number one.
None,
but I've
not
already
even prescription, nothing.
I've already. That's been gone for a while.
Okay,
that was just a crazy.
Yeah.
But they were both ex-wrestlers, so maybe that's the.
So ex-wrestlers now, okay. There's quite a bit of a storyline in the wrestling scene. I was reading about. How much of that is a little bit true? In theater they say life imitates art.
Yeah.
And art imitates life.
I think they like to exaggerate it.
But was a little bit of stuff going on? Like, did they intermingle? Or were y'all all friends? Like the girl? No. Y'all really had fights?
I mean, there are friends. Mostly everyone gets along, but there was like certain storylines where the girl really didn't like me for whatever reason, and you could feel the animosity. And so out in the ring while you're performing, they would kick you a little harder, like in the gut.
Wow.
And it wasn't until I started actually fighting back and kicking her back in the gut hard that it stopped.
Nice.
I guess that's a lesson for life too, right?
Yeah.
You gotta stick up for yourself.
Right. Were you not sticking up for yourself and she was kind of taking advantage of you?
Yeah, I was just saying telling her she was a little stiff, and she'd be like, but you can't complain. You just got to do it.
How's your relationship been for your life with women in general? Do you get along with women?
I'm a girl's girl. I'm girls over guys.
Wow.
I mean, that sounds kind of mean, but yeah.
No, I love it. It's not what I would have expected to hear.
I do like guys.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely, I mean, I get along great with men, but I prefer, I'm loyal to women over men, pretty much.
Did that evolve over all the heartaches, or always since you were little?
I've kind of always been that way, but it's evolved more. But I mean, I've never understood the girl that goes and tries to steal the man and all that stuff.
Yeah. No, it's that's wicked.
Or the competitiveness.
Yeah.
I like to cheer women on,
Yeah.
There's room for all of us.
That's true. What would you say was your biggest mistake in life?
Oh, there's been so many mistakes. I would say a huge one is not listening to my gut when it's telling me to run.
From relationships or work or?
Relationships on many levels.
Even girlfriends,
Yep.
business, yeah.
Definitely. Like what I've learned is that your gut will tell you everything you need to know.
I believe that too.
Just gotta listen.
Yeah, and too many people, like if it sounds good, you want to make it make sense because you want it to work. That's the biggest times in my life that I've been burned. The same things happen.
It's like when your mind
want
starts
it to
going.
work. I'm like, oh, but it's so perfect, and I'm like, you start seeing red flags, but you ignore them.
Yep. And your stomach is turning the whole time.
You're like,
listen to me.
We'll be right back with Women in Power. Thanks for tuning in here.
Salespeople, sales managers, and business owners, I want to ask you a couple of questions. Do you think you can make more sales? Do you think you're missing customers? Would you like to be a better job at converting online, on your showroom floor, or on your phone? If so, pay attention to what I have to share with you. My name's Grant Cardone. I am without a doubt the leading authority on sales in the 21st century. For the past 30 years, I've been working with some of the largest sales organizations in the world, and I want to work with you now to take your problems, your challenges, your obstacles, and your opportunities and figure out how to convert those to sales this month. I'm doing a 3-day workshop, and this is very, very important because it's going to be for a small number of people. We're going to spend 3 days, you, me, and my team, on figuring out what your problems are, what's keeping you away from making those extra sales, what's keeping your team from doing the follow-up that you know is necessary. Why aren't you converting online? Why are appointments not showing? Why are you not getting the margins that you need when in reality, everybody's business is getting better right now? Some is getting way, way better, some is getting a little bit better, and some people are still flat. Where are you at? By the way, you're running out of time. This is gonna happen in July. It's gonna happen in Miami. I've made this really, really easy for you. I've made it very affordable for you. It's a small group of people, entrepreneurs, business owners, salespeople, sales managers, professional salespeople that wanna take their game to the next level, that know they're missing those sales, that know, hey, I could get my game a little better. I could improve my game. I could make more money. I could make more sales. I could do a better job at follow-up. I could do a better job at converting. I wanna spend 3 days with you, with my team, and figure out how we can double your sales, okay? Now here's the deal. I'm gonna take care of your room either way at the Turnberry. It's a 5-star resort. I look forward to working with you. I'm gonna open up, I'm gonna close the deal. I'll be there each day for lunch. I wanna spend time with you. This is a 3-day event for a small number of people. It's called the Grant Cardone Sales Bootcamp, and our goal is to double your business at the minimum. And what I'd like to do is 10x your business, and I believe I can do that. I would actually tell you I could do that right now, but how are you gonna believe me with this in the background because you think Cardone's out there just enjoying life? Well, in fact, I'm in Malibu right now writing the program for you so we can spend 3 days going deep, figuring out what your problems are, what your challenges are, what your obstacles are, but most importantly, where's the opportunity for the low-hanging fruit? If you can answer this question, can I make more sales? Could we make more money? Are we as good as we could be? If the answer is yes to the first two and no to the third one, come to the Sales Boot Camp. I promise you, it's going to be great for you.
We are back. You're watching Women in Power. Today, I'm interviewing Torrie Wilson, WWE, Miss Galaxy, fitness model, gorgeous. You have to follow her on Instagram, Torrie Wilson. She's amazing. She'll blow your mind with what she can do, I promise. The body will too, I guarantee it. But so I guess in this last little conclusion thing, so you've had and are still having a very successful career. You were in Playboy a couple of times. Tell me what that was like.
Many years ago.
Many years ago.
Gosh, it was, at the time it was, I mean, I was so excited because, I mean, Playboy is iconic, right? And
Yeah.
it was such a huge magazine at that time when I did it. But oddly enough, I was so excited to do it that I didn't stop and think about the fact that I was actually really going to be like nude.
Right.
It's more about Playboy magazine, oh my God. So when I actually remember flying in, I was like, holy cow, this is like,
This is
I'm
real.
actually going to be in front of people
Naked.
And I'm actually very
Shy.
yeah, like I'm not, you would never guess it by pictures, but I'm not that person. So, but it was also kind of liberating at the same time. Because, you know.
How did your parents feel about that?
Well, my mom was like extremely unhappy. I think she thought I was going to be covered. She never looked at it.
She never looked at it. What about
Which-
your father?
I didn't really discuss. I mean, that's weird, right?
Yeah, you don't discuss that with your father.
Yeah.
No. Do you regret that, or is that like a proud moment?
I don't know. I don't believe in like regretting anything because
Yeah.
we learn. But I don't walk around saying I did Playboy because I just feel like there's a certain stigma to that. And I don't know. I'm proud in a way, but I'm also, it's just so not who I am today.
Right.
That
Yeah.
we grow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it today,
Right.
but I wouldn't trade it.
Were you like a wild child?
No, I was so shy. So shy, like painfully shy.
And your teen years, you were painfully shy.
I was, yeah. And then like everyone that knew me, they couldn't even believe I was in wrestling because like that's so not like.
Did you have to kind of put on an alter ego?
Totally. I mean, I don't even know how. Just I used to get so nervous walking out in front of those live crowds.
Really?
And I guess it's that rush that you go back for, though.
Mm-hmm. That
Something about what
adrenaline.
I love. Yeah.
Would your knees shake and?
Oh, I would be like this. And then I would, go over and over and over everything I had to do just in case, like, you're like, start telling yourself, oh my God, what am I going to do if I mess up? And that's like the worst thing possible to do. It's like you need to talk positive to yourself.
Right.
Calm yourself down.
Right.
I feel like I would do so much better now.
Yeah. I know, I felt the same way too. It's just interesting what time does, right?
Totally. And
Yeah.
I never really believed people until it happened.
I know, me too. I was like, yeah, right. The older, the wiser thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's so fascinating, and that people probably looked at you and thought one thing, and yet something so completely different was happening. You know? And that's what, I don't know, it inspires me to like get that message across that, we're all scared.
We're all scared.
We're
And
all scared.
the same inside.
We're all
just
I mean,
wanna
don't
be
you
liked.
think, I mean, have you ever met like I feel secure now, but still, like, I'm insecure. I just deal with it, better. And like, I don't know, I'm just
But
more
you're probably
aware.
more confident now than you ever were, right?
I definitely am, definitely.
I think we learn too, like, who cares? I get to a point where I'm like, who cares if someone doesn't like me? Like, maybe I don't like you, right?
Exactly, exactly.
I'm not gonna try to make you like me. If you don't like me, cool.
Exactly, that's how I feel now too. I'm like, I spent so many years trying to be liked,
Yeah.
and nice,
That's like the biggest lesson, I think.
It is.
You can still be nice, but you don't have to try to be liked by everyone because
It's
that's
exhausting.
how you get hurt and used.
Yeah.
People can sniff that from a mile away.
Mm-hmm. They take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, to any women or girls out there that want to get into the wrestling or a Playboy career.
Oh my gosh. Don't ask me about either.
Okay.
No, I mean, the Playboy thing, I don't even know. Like, that just came because of wrestling and my popularity while I was there,
Yeah. You made the cover,
But,
though.
yeah.
That is so
if
awesome.
Wrestling fans are huge. So
Yeah.
it was like,
You had a lot of support.
yeah.
And the cities that were big wrestling cities, people knew who you were all the time?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've pretty much been to every big city and small city in the U.S. So many, 3 passports I've been through. I've seen the entire world. It's
Wow.
so huge everywhere. And
Wow.
that's like something that you can't buy that, right?
No.
I mean, it's just.
What
the
is that like,
experiences.
that celebrity like? Everybody wants to be a celebrity. What's that like?
I had just enough of it to actually appreciate what normalcy is.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone thinks you're going to be so happy when you're famous and rich or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you realize it's still the same thing right in front of me. No matter where you are, how many people adore you, we still have the same insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, I mean, happiness comes from inside.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest lesson.
Did you ever feel like sometimes you were surrounded by so many people, but you felt so lonely?
Yeah. Yes. Actually, that dating someone that was very famous was where I saw that.
Really?
Yeah. Very, very lonely. Yeah. It's just an odd. Fame is an odd vehicle.
It is an odd vehicle. People want it so badly, they don't want to give it up, but yet it has so many consequences.
It does, and I mean, there are so many amazing things that come from it too.
Absolutely.
But
that's why it's so addicting, and no one wants to let it go.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it always fades. Always. We all get old. Everybody fades away.
Yeah, the stardom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so painful.
Well, you just got to be working on the inside, I guess. Make sure it's not as painful.
Yeah. All right. Well, tell me about your fitness website. I want to hear about that. Like, can people go there and get exercise regimens?
Yes, actually, it's TorrieWilsonFit.com. I really want to help people. I want people to feel good about themselves. I offer it, you can sign up for free, and they're all 20-minute or less workouts that you can do at home with dumbbells.
I'm signing up. Dumbbells? Wait, you might have
like
lost me. I have those in my gym in my building. Okay, maybe I can confront that.
There's lots of different little pieces of equipment to use. But then I also go into stress release, meditation, believing in yourself, being present.
Wow.
All of those things that kind of create happiness. It's not just being.
What about food? Do you go over food and how to eat, before a workout, after a workout?
I have lots of tons of recipes on there: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, protein packed smoothies and.
Do you endorse any of the protein packs?
No.
Okay.
Nothing in particular. No.
Okay.
But I try to live a not stringent life. I feel like we're much happier living by the 80-20 rule. So.
What's the 80-20 rule? I've never heard this.
80%
good,
eat healthy, 20% of the time
cheating, being bad.
Yeah, so as soon as you're strict, you want to eat all the cake in the world and all the fries in the world. So if you just kind of relax a little bit and do super hard workouts, I mean, it's life.
It's interesting that you say that. I had this realization one time because, in the world of LA and modeling and acting, and you're supposed to be a certain way. And I had this problem, exactly what you're talking about. And then one day I was like, you know what? I don't have a problem. It's all in my head. Elena, just eat when you're hungry and don't eat when you're not. And when I did that, I swear, I just lost weight.
Better.
I looked better. I was like, just apply a simple rule,
Yeah, we make it so much more difficult than it needs to be.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get there.
It is hard to get there.
And it's hard to say that if you're 30 pounds overweight. You're going to say, well,
because
easy to say, but
so what does that take? Someone's 30 pounds overweight. What does it take? Motivation, discipline?
Well, both. But I think you can't expect to drop 30 pounds in 2 months. You got to slowly make life changes that you can adapt to, that you can actually live with for the rest of your life. And that's what most people just go on binge diets.
Have you ever been an overweight person? Or
when I was recovering from anorexia and bulimia, I did for a short time. I was not hugely overweight, but I was definitely overweight, chubby. So I do know what it feels like, and it's you carry that with you wherever you go. You can't get rid of that the way you feel, the insecurity.
Yeah.
So that's why I just really want to help women feel good.
Well, then definitely check out TorrieWilsonFit.com. I can't wait to try out those workouts.
Oh, yeah.
Feel this. I've been working out for
wow.
Is it impressive?
Yeah, actually,
I've been working out for the last couple of weeks. Complaining though. I have my own methodologies. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to Women in Power today. Torrie Wilson was generous enough to give us such an incredible interview today.
Thanks for having me.
Follow her on Instagram. She has almost 500,000 followers on Instagram. You will not be disappointed, Torrie Wilson. And definitely check out TorrieWilsonFit.com. Thank you so much. Oh, and of course, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Elena Cardone. Thanks so much.
Bye,
we'll
guys.
see you next time.
If you're looking for digital cash flow, other streams of income, and you know how important multiple streams of income are,
Have you ever thought about making money online with zero money to start with? Let the expert Coach Gianni help you do this. From Amazon sales to banner advertising, monetizing your website effectively so every click makes you money. Build an online brand that sells and make money off of your website starting right now. Coach Gianni offers comprehensive, simple coaching of how to make money online, how to monetize your website, and come out on top in an arena where everybody's trying to get positioned. Go to CoachGianni.com/cashflow. That's CoachGianni.com/cashflow to get started with making money online.
With over 20 years of experience in the real estate game, Cash Now PA is the place to go for buying homes for all cash with no fees, any condition with BBB accreditation. Ray Abood, owner of Cash Now PA, has been helping customers get in and out of homes, creating better spaces for living, and making a difference in local communities with the focus on buying homes, all cash, no fees with any condition. Also be BBB accredited. Visit cashnowpa.com. That's cashnowpa.com to get started.
Leave a mark in your neighborhood with a lasting impression. A professional landscape can deliver that and more. And the man to bring it to you is Steve Griggs. Awarded the National Best of Hows in Client Satisfaction in 2016 with clients such as Dr. Oz and the Palisades Center Mall in West Nyack. Steve Griggs crafts and delivers a brilliant landscape plan to guarantee your backyard oasis at a fair price. This isn't landscape design, this is lifestyle design. For more information, visit SteveGriggsDesign.com. That's SteveGriggsDesign.com.
What we lack can be found. When we lack vision, purpose, and goals, it's truly built upon discovering your excellence. We at Partum have created a vision workshop where we create and hold an image so strong in your mind, we show you how to live up to your true potential. Find what you've lost or what you've always struggled to find. With a unique motivational style, a unique skill development, we empower others and share knowledge. And we're looking for people to join our team to help create more abundance in your life and in the lives of others. Visit partum.com, that's partum.com, to register and become part of our team. That's partum.com.